The 20s, a decade of freedom, exploration, and endless opportunities. But it also comes with its fair share of challenges. Let's dive into the messy, beautiful journey of self discovery and learn how to embrace change as we navigate the unpredictable path of our 20s. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kofo, and on this channel, we talk about everything nursing, lifestyle, faith, being in our 20s, growth, and all of that. If you like any of the things you're hearing, make sure to stay and also like, comment, and subscribe. So let's get into the video. If you've been watching my channel, you know that in March I spoke about becoming her in my 20s, where I talk about laying the foundation to become the woman I dream to be, and just laying that foundation in my 20s. This video is going to be an update of on how everything is going, the ups and downs, and what I'm doing to achieve my goals. In that video, I created a pie chart where I divided how I'm going to become her in my 20s, and I divided that into five aspects, which are career, aspirations, personal growth goals, financial independence, actionable strategies, and embracing the journey. So in this video, I'm basically going to talk about each of those aspects and what I've been doing and how I'm kind of navigating that in my 20s. The first aspect is career aspirations, where I talk about exploring passions creatively and professionally. Let's start with YouTube. So I've been posting consistently on YouTube, except from last week. So consistently, when I mean consistently, I mean weekly. Except from last week because I went for my brother's graduation, but I've been posting consistently, and I would say that I've been liking it so far, especially the editing part of the process. While I'm still learning how to create catchy thumbnails and titles, and also creating content that holds the attention of the viewers. So that's something I'm hoping to get better at and continue to learn. I've also been exploring other creative venues on social media like TikTok. I haven't been as consistent, but I also enjoy it. And I think I just enjoy doing this type of content for fun. So that's something I'm kind of doing for fun and enjoying as well. Um, in terms of my profession as a nurse, I think I'm at this stage where I'm figuring out what I want to do beyond bedside nursing. Not that I'm trying to quit or anything right now, but I'm just trying to figure out if this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. And if not, what else am I willing to explore? I think that our 20s is the time to kind of explore professionally, try different things, and see what we're interested in and things like that. But I feel like at the same time, I think just because I'm exploring professionally doesn't mean that I won't put my best into what I'm doing right now. So I still try to be excellent in everything I do and also make sure that I'm doing my best. The next aspect is personal growth goals. So let's talk about my spiritual life. I haven't been as consistent with my relationship with God, which is not the best. Especially in terms of going to church and attending like my life group. That's what it's called. Yeah, it's kind of a gathering of believers where we talk about what we learn in church and things like that. But yeah, I haven't been as consistent in going to church and also attending that life group. And one of the biggest reasons is because of my schedule as a nurse. The live groups are usually on Thursdays. I'm most likely working on Thursdays and even Sundays. I've been working on Sundays lately. Um and even with the Thursday live groups, it's either I'm working the next day, so Friday, and it usually starts 7 and it ends at 9. I like to be in bed by 8. So that's something I've been struggling with, but I don't think that's an excuse to develop and strengthen your relationship with God. So I've been trying my hardest to read my Bible more, but I'm also not as consistent as I usually am. But I'm trying my best. I try to set my alarm earlier so I can read the Bible first before I get ready to go to work. So yeah, my spiritual life hasn't been as consistent as I would like it to be. Yeah, and I think that I'm just trying to give myself grace, because I think it's more important to always pick yourself up and try to, continue and do better with our relationship with God, rather than just being like, oh, I didn't read my Bible today, then I won't read it the next day, then I won't read, and then, you know, you just make it worse and worse. And you never want to grow apart from God. Um, but yeah, so that's how my spiritual life is going. In terms of relationships, I can definitely do better in terms of friendships, but I think I'm giving myself grace as well because I'm in a new city. I've spoken to different people, but everyone is busy, everyone is doing their thing as well. So some of the people I've spoken to are also new to this city, and they are also like they have different things that they have going on as well. So I think that that is something that I'm trying to give myself grace, but I can definitely do better in terms of friendships. Another thing is relationships. I'm learning so much about myself when it comes to relationships, and yeah, it's been good so far. In terms of self care, I would say that I'm someone that tries to prioritize self care. So for me, self care is also sleep. And I try to prioritize sleep whenever I can, make sure I get enough amount of sleep, drink water, exercise, and that's a good segue into fitness. I've not been going to the gym consistently, but I've been attending workout classes, and I think that with my goals in terms of fitness, I'm prioritizing more moving my body and getting my steps in than any other thing. So yeah, that's how my fitness is going. I am doing way better in terms of moving my body, getting my steps in, not being sedentary. So I think that's good, even though I'm not going to the gym as much. Um, and yeah, so I would say self care wise, I could definitely improve and do better in terms of nutrition. I also think that I'm not doing too bad in that aspect as well. I also think that I'm trying my best to prioritize my mental health whenever I can. Yeah, so that's what I would say. In terms of habits, I think that I haven't really changed more much in terms of my habits. But then I've been thinking about waking up early and why I actually want it. So my profession, nursing, is not a regular job where you do like 9 to 5. It's a very night shift, day shift. So it's actually very important that you prioritize sleep on your off days. If I'm not going anywhere important or I don't have anything major to do, I've come to the realization that there is no reason for me to be waking up at 5 a.m. But I still try to not bed rot, just lay in bed, do nothing for the most part. The only time I bed rot is literally the night after, the day after my night shift, or the day of my night shift, like when I come back from the night shift. Well, I still try to go outside, get some sun, you know, do other things. Yeah, so that's what I would say in terms of my personal growth goals. The third aspect is financial independence. I would say that I'm a financially independent babe, but I struggle with budgeting. If you guys watched my video after my introduction to my Becoming Her in my 20s series, I created a budget and I've been struggling to stick with that budget. So I think that that has made me like beat myself up and feel like, oh no, I'm not budgeting again, but I'm going to try again. But as of now, I'm prioritizing saving as much as possible, and just being more conscious and aware with my spending. So yeah, I think that at least doing better with being not just spending anyhow and spending mindlessly. I'm at least like being conscious, self-aware. If I don't need something, I don't get it. And I'm also definitely trying to avoid instant gratification and building my emergency fund. Yeah, so I would say I'm prioritizing saving right now, but I'm definitely not doing the best in terms of budgeting. So, for the last two aspects, which are actionable strategies and embracing the journey, I'm just going to kind of put that together. But I would say I'm trying my best where I can with the resources that I have. And, at the end of the day, life is all about the ebbs and flows. So I'm just taking every day at a time and focusing on how I can better myself now and my future self without compromising my values. For me, it's most important that I am, always moving forward and progressing in my life. And that might not always look very linear and super organized. So that's the end of the video, guys. And I hope that from this video, you guys learn that, it's important to set, goals and have dreams and how you want to accomplish those goals. But at the same time, you're not always going to be on your A game. Life happens, you're not going to be perfect in that journey, and that is okay. I think that as long as you're moving forward, you're doing your best, you're working every day towards those goals, I think that at the end of the day, that's what matters. So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. And if you liked this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me how you're achieving your goals in your 20s. What are you doing? What steps are you putting in place to become your dream woman? So yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video.